大家好，我是青青，今天我们继续《火焰纹章之风花雪月》的第26期。星期天了，散一下步。苏蒂斯
I do not know why it is so, but being here makes me feel quite unwell. I am so sleepy and a bit... It is a struggle merely to stay conscious. Are you feeling the same?
一样。
And yet, it feels familiar. As though pulled from a corner of my memory. From a time long ago.
发生什么事了？我为什么这么困呢？卡多利奴的渴求，本节限定，消失的学生。夏米亚的渴求，送出秘密的信件吧之3。王国之盾。
Of the 4 or 5 years since I started here, this is certainly the busiest.
It was 4. I've been here 5.
Ah, what's a year here or there? Don't be petty now, Shamir.
You count your enemies the same way.
If I take care of them quickly, what does it matter how many there are? Oh, sorry. We didn't mean to ignore you, Professor.
As you were saying, it's been a busy year. There never seemed to be enough hands for the work.
That reminds me. Do you have that thing? If you
Want? No. We need it. Give it to me, not her.
Hey now, I'm the one who brought it up. We may be friends, but that's just rude.
他们2个都想要黑白色的磨刀石，什么好东西
Hey you, do me a favor.
抢成这样。我们可以同时接他们2个人的任务，只能给其中一个
It
人。
was 4. You can't.
If I
As you were
that
want?
Hey now.
I have a favor to ask.
在他们身后捡一个关于文章学之谜的书啊，好像是贵重物品，以物换物，最后换到他们所要的黑白色的磨刀石、熊猫石。哎，这里过不去啊！
Hey.
Professor, I hope you're up for a challenge.
被叫去参加武斗大会了，只要参加那个大会并获得优胜的话，是不是就可以呢？到马厩去看一下，那边还有一个任务。
A moment, please.
这边都穿不过去的吗？非要我走这条路啊？不对，那个是大厅里面的任务。细说社交界，贵族意识极高，要么就是洛莲兹的，要么就是菲奥迪南特的。法加斯崇拜骑士之人，难道是亚修的？
Hello. You know, Professor, the tournament fish and the meal we indulged in after the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, why, all of the food I've eaten in this monastery has been absolutely delectable.
Food really is the only thing you think about, huh?
Hardly. I think about all sorts of things.
Oh, like tomorrow's menu, for instance? I have a request.
接下去是骑士之间。
Professor,
小王
I'm
子，
sorry to ask this of you, but I would deeply appreciate it if you would promise to keep my association with Edelgard to yourself. It is a complicated history, what she and I share.
小王子的继母是艾黛尔的生母。贵圈真他妈乱。
Let me consider.
Professor, what have you got there? That's... my goodness, that is just what I've been looking for. I can offer nothing more than this, but I do ask that you consider trading with me. I am in your debt, Professor.
OG8K 交出文章学之谜的书，获得了秀丽圣人的系谱。教职员研修。汉尼曼的话是弓箭和理学，还有马术。去一趟温室。
Hey, wait a minute. What you've got there, isn't that... Please, could you let me have that? Here, I'll give you this in return. Fantastic! Thanks, Professor. You have no idea how happy this makes me.
交出秀丽圣人的系谱，获得了封印火焰的护身符。谁要这玩意儿啊？先别研修了，万一之后行动点数不够，过来收个菜，果树种子，奇迹豆。 草本植物种子，铺上卡雷多尼斯的泥土。奇迹豆是什么东西呀？幸运加1。 接着呢，我们去一趟训练场。武斗大会啊，先存个档，看看我们能不能赢。我亲自参加，奖励勇者之枪。 呀嘿！
That is that. As expected.
打你就像打条狗。
Each battle, a chance to grow. You fought well.
我连血都没有加。马努艾拉老师。
Each battle, a chance to grow.
赢啦！
Impressive. Nice work.
勇者之枪给谁吧？给小王子。小王子的枪已经够多了。给小凡吧。接着呢，我们去一趟大厅2楼。
Hey, Professor, I picked this up, but oh hey, it worked out perfectly. Want to trade me what you're holding for it? Thanks, Professor. This is great.
保护身符交给他，获得了闪闪发光的石头。谁要呢？去一趟大教堂。
I could use your help.
要送第3封情书啦。虽然不知道收件人是谁，但说到这是近段的恋情，对方究竟会是怎样的人呢？敬爱的信，难道你喜欢 Lady Rhea 吗？来到大教堂的话，先唱唱歌啊。我们让小王子说梅斯。
It is not guaranteed to be good, even if everyone sings earnestly. It is not easy after all.
I hope this song reaches the goddess's ears. I'm a natural.
他俩的智人等级应该提高了。
Mercedes, I'm sorry to ask this of you, but will you lend me a hand?
What can I do for you? Oh, is the cuff of your overcoat still torn? Mending that shouldn't be a problem at all.
It's pathetic, I know, but I fear my sewing skills are... well, as you can see, they're just about non-existent.
Goodness, you must have been concerned when I tore your cuff.
Ah, well... that is to say... would you please teach me to sew? I hear you're rather amazing at it.
Of course I'll teach you. Don't look so heartbroken.
You will? Thank you. Oh, I owe you for this.
I'll go get my sewing kit. You wait here. I'm so sorry, Dimitri. I've never seen, well, it's just a bit...
No need to dance around the issue. You're fed up with my clumsy efforts, aren't you?
I thought you might end up bending some needles if you tried mending this on your own, but... how did you manage to break a pair of scissors?
I'm so sorry, really. I try to be careful, but with delicate work like this, I just can't seem to manage.
There's no need to apologize. But you must have been uncomfortable making your way here with this tear.
My inability to control my own strength is humiliating. Of course I'm useless at needlework.
人家小王子啊，尊贵的王位继承人，当然不用自己干这些活啦。
No giving up on yourself. You just have to practice, that's all. No matter how difficult something is, if you keep at it and don't give up, then you're sure to improve. Isn't that what you told me?
Right you are. To give in to despair isn't like me. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, I'm ready to give it another go.
Great! I'm glad to hear it. First things first, let's make sure the needle is actually threaded this time.
No! I bent another one.
不过话又说回来，能把缝衣针给折断也是挺牛逼的。只要有功夫深，铁杵磨成针。
Right.
谁在这儿给我任务啊？西提斯果然是你。
I'm in the middle of my daily duties.
在这摸
I
鱼
assume
呢。
you know by now that the four saints are all important figures in the teachings of Seros. Still, I have a particular fondness for Saint Sethlin. I have something to ask of you.
消失的学生，感觉有些不太对劲啊！消失的学生
Need something?
啊，我现在的名声值的话不怎么样啊。格斗术，经验加10，我们再凑个2500的名声值啊，把那个经验值加10%，10%给升了。哎呦，我要跑那个地方去，好远哦！喜欢制作点心的人，梅赛德斯吗？
Hello, Professor. What's that you've got there? Would you mind trading it with me for this? Oh, thank you so much. I'll be sure to take great care of it.
破晓轨迹的记录，是谁的啊？玛丽安奴。
Well, Professor, it's about that thing you have there. If it's not too much of a bother, would you trade it for this? Thank you so much.
G8K
I'll treasure it forever.
厉害的眼药水，这谁的？给林哈尔特吗？果然是他。
That's a nice thing you have there, Professor. Don't suppose you're planning on using it yourself. Why don't you trade it for this? Sounds good. Excellent doing business with you, Professor. I've always wanted to
终
say
于
that.
换到了黑白色的磨刀石啊！拿到磨刀石之后呢，我们可以给卡多利奴，也可以给这个萨米亚。 先给雷迪瑞亚送情书，有人暗恋你哦，校长。
Really?
Professor, do you ever wish you could return to your life as a mercenary?
选没有的话，应该是加雷亚的好感啊。但是其实我是有的，有这个感觉的。
Traveling the world, just you and Gerald. How lovely it must have been. It was in Ramire that you first met Alois and the rest of his order. Half a year has come and gone since then.
有人送情书给你。
I appreciate this.
哇，我还要跑这么远去交任务。 这边应该也是通的吧？
Impressive. Thanks.
哎，错了。交给卡多利奴的话呢，获得银剑啊；交给萨米亚的话，获得银弓。是要银剑还是要银弓呢
？How? You can't even afford your own drinks. Give it here. You won't regret it.
Excuse me, I asked first. Why don't we let the professor decide?
交给萨米亚吧，我现在的剑已经太多了。
Her? What a letdown.
You made the right choice. Here's your reward. I'll let you borrow it later, Catherine, if you quit sulking. Thanks.
银弓的话呢，我们交给亚修。
Of the 4 or 5, it was.
You can't. If I take, as you were saying.
顺便来进行一下教职员研修。我的剑术啊！剩下的行动点就可以耗在食堂了。今天是什么菜单呢？哥迪耶芝士香烤炙鸡肉。哥迪耶，哇，哥迪耶的菜，谢小凡居然不喜欢啊！我们让小王子和菲利克斯。
Is something wrong? You're eating like you hate the food.
Oh? That was not my intention, but I apologize if I hurt your feelings.
他们俩的志愿哦，他们俩不是他们俩的，是我跟菲利克斯的志愿等级提升啊。杜杜跟谁的好感差一点呢？让杜杜和梅斯一起吃饭。有没有你俩都喜欢的菜呢？诶，香烤洋葱汤，我洋葱都快不够了，有没有别的菜式？这个砂锅烧飞鱼。
I like this.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
Dudu 和梅斯支援度到达了 B 级。
I think I get it. So the Sky God got into an argument with the Earth God, then Dusker was created?
To oversimplify it somewhat, yes.
There's something so mysterious about it. There are only mountains separating us from Dusker, but it's like a completely different world. This has been so interesting. I've never learned so much about it before.
There are not many left to pass on the legends of Dusker.
Really? That's a shame. It's almost like when someone dies, or a family line ends. I think a place is only truly destroyed when there's no one left to remember it. You should tell more people about Dusker to keep it alive.
That is a strange thing to say.
Oh? Why do you think that?
Dusker is forever the enemy of Fargus. No one cares about our culture or history.
I'm different, though. I don't know anyone who was killed by the people of Dusker. I don't hold a grudge against you, and I never have. Dudu? Is this recipe from Dusker?
You don't care for it?
No. I was actually surprised by how much I enjoyed it. Would you teach me how to make it soon?
But it seems I am ever the teacher with you, and seldom the student.
You're right. I'm so sorry. Ah, I have an idea. My mother taught me to bake the perfect sweets to go with tea. Would you like to learn how to bake them? It's a secret Martritz family recipe that's been passed down for generations.
House Martritz of the Empire. I thought they were no more.
It's true. My father's family was wiped out in the Empire. I'm the last living descendant.
Are you certain you wish to impart such precious memories to me?
Of course. Now that my family's gone, I'm the only one who knows the secret. The sweets would vanish from Fodlan if something happened to me.
I see your point. Yes, I would like to learn.
接下去的话，亚修雅尼特和西尔凡因古利特。亚修雅尼特。
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that?
布鲁赞，啊，但是布鲁赞的话，我这个阿鲁比涅梅快没有了。这个也要用到这个阿鲁比涅梅。 你们俩就是喜欢吃这个梅吧？有没有其他菜式你们俩都喜欢呢？飞鱼坚果塔，飞鱼快没有了，好吗？狗鱼三明治，黄鱼炖泥鳅，哇，这个泥鳅真的只有一条啊！这个也需要用到泥鳅。 你俩口味真刁，鸡辣鱼丸。那就鸡辣鱼丸吧。哎，
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
看一下他们的支援度并没有提升啊，回去吧。对同学们进行个别指导。因古利特发展的很好，不用我再指导了。雅尼特，从小王子开始吧。小王子的话，枪。
This will all due to your coaching. Thanks. I'm a bit embarrassed. That was helpful coaching. That was...
嘟嘟，飞行其实还行啊。
I have deepened my understanding. I appreciate your efforts. I've deepened my understanding.
没事没事。雅尼特。
Yes, that's it. I'll get the next one too. Yes, that's it. Yes, that's it. Yes. Yes.
菲利克斯，指挥啊！快速提升一下。
Quite intriguing. I've got it.
亚修其实不用我知道啊。小凡。
Wow, I seem to be on a roll. I thought this was a test. Got it. Good to go. All right, that's enough praise.
马术升到 C 宠的话，会有一个技巧加4的特技啊。
Wow, I seem to be on a roll.
You're certainly not going easy on me. You fight like a mercenary, not a knight. You hunger for victory, pure and simple. You may not be aware of it yourself, but I see it.
你这是在称赞我吗？我不客气的收下了。
Indeed. Knights ought to have some hunger. I've always thought so. They depend too much on their swords. Only when they're wrested away do knights consider their hands and feet as weapons. That's not how it was for warriors of old. They weren't limited by their tools. Victory is what matters, not the method of achieving it. That's the attitude to adopt. I detect that in your style. It is plain to see. You may take it however you like. I believe the difference between us lies within that hunger. But where does it come from? From the start, I was aiming to win. Yet I couldn't defeat you. Then I remembered something you said before.
你是指是否有目标吗？
Indeed. I was raised to value strength above all else. Whereas you had a reason, an ambition, pushing you toward that hunger. So tell me, what was the reason? Why were you driven to become so strong?
为了活下来，还是为了守护大家呢？为了活下来吧。
That's a mercenary's answer, to be sure. So that is the source of your hunger. I suppose I must find my own.
我来帮忙吧，一起寻找吧。
If we're to get along, I think not. I'll be content if you continue to train with me. Perhaps it will come to me as I swing my sword.
干劲提升。今天是法加斯神圣王国建国纪念日，食堂将会提供特别的菜单，要和伙伴们一起用餐吗？是的。
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that?
Professor, I am here to report the result. We successfully finished everything.
I am sorry to put you through the trouble.
Am I starting to master this?
玛丽安奴的生日算了，整理一下大家的特技。守卫的用兵术，跟哪个交换呢？跟强攻之阵交换。技巧加4，枪术指挥，守卫的用兵术。 就是这样。今天做什么呢？看看大家的目标。让谁来讲个课吧？汉尼曼、马努埃拉。还有我们女主角的大白腿。
I still have much to learn.
Well, that worked out.
Aha!
11月24日，今天是青青的生日。收到来自小王子的祝贺物品，获得了蒂米托利的信，青狮子胸针。你说的这个信，他能不能读呢？蒂米托利送给我的信。老师生日快乐！虽然只是一点小心意，但这代表了大家对你的感谢，你就收下吧。青狮子胸针是干嘛的？增加2点的魅力，以青狮子的形象制作而成的简朴胸针。行，终于到课题出击的日子啦，那我们就把课题出击留到下一期吧。好的，我们本期就结束在这里了。